Good afternoon, Pamper Gang. It's a rainy day today here in my city, my state. This is your boy Al, the boy with the Pampers and the toys. I just wanted to basically, I really wouldn't like to do videos where I already have the figure packaged. I want to show y'all the figure from when I open it up. I did a video maybe a couple days ago. I'm gonna say about 5 days ago, and I've been trying to upload it. So I uploaded it in 4K format, and well, actually it's been a week ago. I'm lying. It's been a week, and I redid the video like 4 days ago, and it still wouldn't upload to YouTube. So I just gave up. I unpackaged all the action figures that I had purchased on that video. So I'm not trying to ruin the fun for my subscribers and my viewers, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the product that I did have on that video. And I do apologize. Normally I want to just open up the action figure right in front of the world. Let me fix my camera a little bit. I don't want to look like the headless horseman. Okay, so I want to go over today the Ruthless Aggression series, which stems from Shawn Michaels, Brock Lesnar, Batista, as well as the Elite First in Line Edition 93, which is a new figure, Raquel Gonzalez, and the Kris Jericho figure, the Jaws Wears All Elite Wrestling Collection right here. And then this right here is the AEW, oh wow, what is her name? I watch AEW, but Kris Stalander. I may have to look at her action figure that I still had in the package. Because, again, the boy with the Pampers loves his buying 3 at a time or 2 at a time. But, unfortunately, at least 3 of them I don't have 2 at a time. But I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. Okay, so, first in line, I'm going to put everybody down flat. So, we're not going to be focused on that. Is the Shawn Michaels Ruthless Aggression right here. He does come with a belt, and he didn't come with a championship at all. This is the Shawn Michaels that I remember coming up in the early millennium. He still had hair. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, the kid-looking one, was the one in the mid-90s. I remember coming out. So I feel like this figure right here looks great. It's stemming from his early, I'm gonna say 2000 looks, before he retired. What was it, the first time? He didn't retire so many times. I can't keep up. It's a roller coaster ride. But Shawn Michaels, I am a Shawn Michaels fan. He was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day, one of the top 10 ones I like. He comes with a belt, because I know Shawn Michaels was always known for hitting somebody with a belt. Who ain't hitting nobody with a belt in wrestling? But this is what he came with, and this is what I had talked about in my other video. This, when I had opened him up, the video won't upload, like I said before. It looks good. This figure looks really good. I've seen this face scan before, but you'll never get tired of a Shawn Michaels actual face scan at all. It does have his actual tattoo. Has the pants. He had a lot of different styles of designs of his pants that he wore, but we all love that super kick. And Carmelo, ain't that where you got it from? Shawn Michaels. So, definitely, I've seen this figure before. Looks double jointed. The chest area looks pretty well good. On the wrestler figures, I said before, the feet is kind of like on the Hasbro side. They have to really kind of do something about this feet. Of course, they masqueraded it on this Shawn Michaels figure as well, so you can't really tell that it's a gap in the feet. But I really do like this figure. I paid $21.99 for it at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart or Target. And I give it I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I just take points off because the head scan I done seen before. And, hey. We all have our legendary people who we liked in the wrestling business back in the day when we was growing up. Telling my age a little bit. Okay, so we talked about Shawn Michaels. All right, let's move on. We're gonna put our boy Shawn Michaels to the side. Moving on. Now, I haven't had a Brock. I had a Brock Lesnar figure. This comes from the Ruthless Aggression line as well, the FX Real Life. Like, bought this figure actually at Walmart, $21.99. I'm actually happy to get a Brock Lesnar figure by Mattel. I think it looks good. I think this version of him looks pretty great. Let me move up close and personal. The face, I think the face skin comes from a more youthful version looking of Brock Lesnar back in the early millennium. And you see the tattoo, his famous tattoo that he got. Brock Lesnar, the Roman Reigns, him and Roman Reigns wrestling, I'm sorry. I just don't really see that Roman. I digress. Brock Lesnar's an animal, he's a monster, but that's just like saying Ronda Rousey couldn't beat Liv Morgan. But I like Liv Morgan, but Ronda Rousey, I like her too, but I just have to laugh about that. So, again, the feet, I'm not a fan of. This one shows, it looks a little better, honestly. The feet does. It ain't showing too much. It just shows a little gap right there. I think that Mattel needs to work on that for real. I know everything can't be like a human being. It's a toy. It's a toy. It's an action figure. But at the same time, like, what if a little kid was playing with this and he wanted to do a kick or something? Hopefully he doesn't kick the bottom part of the foot off. But I do like this Brock Lesnar figure. And I'm not going to take points off for the feet because a lot of the action figures these days, feet are just what it is. I just hope that these companies that create these action figures work on this. He does come with an actual world title belt. I think it looks great. It looks very good. It don't look like the Jakks. Now, Jakks belts back in the day to me look magnificent. They look really, honestly, like almost like real gold almost. It was really on point to where you'd be like, well, I wish I could wear this, but it's so small. So, but this Brock Lesnar figure, this is a beast, man. This is a beast. I would recommend anybody to buy this. Looks very detailed. I would like to see a Brock Lesnar figure. I think some more that are coming out new series with his hair. You know, I want some different versions of these figures. This is my first Brock Lesnar figure with Mattel, so I can't complain. I'm not going to be too hard on Mattel, but I do give this figure, you know what, for old time's sake, I give it a 10 out of 10. I like it. I recommend for anybody to buy it. That's the Brock Lesnar figure. I'm going to move on, put him next to Shawn, so him and Shawn can talk about some things. All right. So, the next figure I got is Raquel Gonzalez. She was next women's champion. And I'm going to be honest with you, gang, Pamper gang. I usually only watch, like, wrestling matches on YouTube. I don't watch it on TV. If I do watch a wrestling match on TV or anything, SmackDown or Raw, for one thing, I don't have cable because I think cable's a waste of money. You can watch YouTube, find out what's going on. But back to Raquel Gonzalez, I think she looks good. I think they did pretty good with her. The hair sculpt, I'm gonna go ahead and like give them just a little pat. A spanking on the hand a little bit because I think that maybe they're supposed to be in twisties. I don't know, but I think the color they just threw it on any kind of way. But the figure, she does look good, face sculpt and body wise. It's not too many female figures that are giants like the late Johnny Laura, aka Chyna, and Nia Jax. So like I have a Nia Jax figure right here. I'm so proud to finally see a bigger, tall size female action figure. And Raquel is not Nia's, you know, capacity, but she's up there. So I'm going to stand, if I can just stand her up with these bad feet this woman has. And then I'm going to get an actual Johnny Laura figure. Come on, drop. one of my action figures trying to get Johnny Love, but hey, it's what the name of the game in the toy collection. So you can't find too many female figures that are giants, but she's like in that category now, a big woman. So I don't know why I had these in this video. I just wanted to show y'all, gang, that she's now included in the popularity of the strong woman team. So looks like I dropped her FX women's title belt, and I feel bad about that. But this is the same kind of belt, but for somebody else's. I'll get that later. It looks okay. Next, I said FX. Excuse me, gang. I was thinking about the FX effects of the Ruthless Aggression series. That was in my brain for some reason. So, she does come with a next title, belt. And let's see. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take off the jacket so the world can see the body structure of her. I really don't feel like putting this back on, but Raquel is a nice size. She's a big girl. And I'm happy they have a new big girl, a new giant-sized woman, tall woman in the series. Dewdrop's coming out as well, too, so I can't wait to get that figure. And I feel like Beth Phoenix was kind of shunned on a little bit because she should have been a nice-sized built figure as well, too. But, hey, I digress, and we beggars can't be choosy. I'm going to give Raquel a 9. I'll give her 9.6 out of a 10. I just didn't like the hair. I think it was too shiny, the ponytail. They should have just, if you want to make it into a ponytail and twisties or something, then make it look realistic, like any other figure. But she looks good, and I paid $21.99 for her at Walmart. I would recommend anybody get her because she is pretty expensive online, a couple more bucks. Might as well get her at the store near you. Okay, so moving on. We have a Batista figure right here. He comes with a WWE Championship. I had probably about 3 Batista figures with a Jack when Jack created them. I feel like Jack figures just wasn't that creative when it comes to the male figures. Now, Rey Mysterio was pretty short, but he still looked tall compared to the other figures. Now, this Batista figure, I love it. I love it. The man, I felt like in a way he was kind of an underdog a little bit. He wasn't really, excuse me, gang, my back is itching, but hey, I'm just being honest. Y'all want me to be honest. I felt like he was kind of slept on a little bit, and he didn't get a real push like he should in WWE back in the time he was there in the mid-millennium, early millennium. I feel like they gave Randy Orton more of a push than they gave Batista, but Batista, the man is in Hollywood now, so he's doing big things. On this figure right here, I thought they did great because I do, like I say before with all the figures, you gotta get that chest popping. Make sure everything's good because I don't want to fit these WWE figures like AEW figures. AEW figures is not all that great, but I will get to that because I got 2 coming up, I promise. So, I did actually have a Batista still in the package. He came actually with a lamp and 2 pans. I'm not going to open this figure up. There's the barcode for that because on my other video that I wasn't able to upload, I did have one where I ripped it open and showed the world, but it won't let me upload the video to YouTube. So I got to do what I got to do. Came with a lamp. The lamp I think I kind of, you know how you have so much stuff and then I'm so clumsy. I'm honestly a clumsy type person. So I think I dropped the lamp in the other part of it somewhere, but I'm just letting y'all know what he does come with. He's with the Ruthless Aggression series, the FX real life. So I think he looks pretty good. He definitely looks pretty good. Actually, he doesn't come with a WWE Championship. I just had this on him because I knew that he held the title a lot in the past. So my apologies if I did say that in the video earlier. I just had it on because I got so many of his belts. I don't know who they all go to. You know, when you buy a wrestling figure, you just be like, oh, they come with a belt. Okay. I got a container full of belts from all my figures, whether they men, women, or underdogs. But this figure right here, I give him a 10 out of 10. He looks pretty good. The very detailed about his tattoos, his body structure, the facial expression, because Batista, we know he's not a bad guy. He's not a mean guy in probably real life. He just had to have that mean guy look. That constipated look. I'm constipated. But other than that, he looks good. Y'all give him a 10 out of 10. I recommend anybody get this figure. Moving on. We got AEW figures that I did talk about before. So, let's go with Kris Statlander. And I'm not going to open her up either. She's my extra figure I have in a package. Because, you know, the boy with the Pampers loves his figure still in a package. I'm not too really familiar with Kris Statlander's matches. And I love seeing my woman wrestle. As the barcode. And she is a part of the Unrivaled collection. And she didn't come with anything. I think AEW, to me, I'm going to say this about AEW. I feel like AEW is kind of like WCW days. They don't have the audience that WWE has. But that's just my opinion. And the wrestling sometimes can be a little bit slow a little bit. But hey, hopefully they get there. Tony Khan, if you look at this video, I hope you get there on WWE's level one day. Kris Statlander does look good. She's a beautiful figure. I do feel like that AEW's figures, the females are more, I guess they try to make them more sexier than a WWE figure. Because I know Jax, their women figures usually used to be kind of sexy and slightly provocative. It just depends. But I think that AEW is trying to get to a certain point, but they're trying to kind of be kind of moderate with it. Her tattoos look good. Her face paint looks good. The hair coloring looks good as well too. And the outfit looks pretty good. I don't know what she was thinking about wearing all these busy colors, but hey, it is what it is. That's maybe her character. AEW figures, you have to be careful with them because they can come apart loosely. And that's the whole dynamics of AEW figures. I feel like WWE is still better than them. I don't really too much like that. You know, if a little kid's playing a game, like I said earlier in the video, they do a punch, the torso's off. It's almost like Mortal Kombat, the video game. So AEW, whoever, let's see who makes these figures. Who makes these figures? Who makes these figures? Who's responsible? Does AEW make their own figure? I guess they do. They keep saying something about UK, All Elite Wrestling. Well, I guess that's who makes AEW figures, I guess. They make their own figures, because I don't see nobody on the box who makes their figures. Either like Hasbro or Mattel or something like that, but I give his figure probably maybe an 8.5 out of a 10. There's points I'm going to take off because of the torso area. All AEW figures have this problem, but it's a toy, I guess. You know what they say, it's a toy. And the head, I know, pops off too, but we don't have to get into all of that because she don't have a changeable head, so why take her head off? Let the girl have all her thoughts. So that's what this figure looks like. Up close and personal. Kris Statlander from AEW. Moving on. Next, we have one of my favorites from WWE, but he's in AEW now. It's Chris Jericho. And like I said before, everybody has their reasons for why they left the company. He does come with a hat. And he's got this Jericho jacket, which looks pretty good. So got the spikes on it. And I remember Jericho, when he was in WWE, used to play in this band called Falsey. And he's got I guess this is a scarf, a silver scarf around his neck. He has his face paint, look like kind of like the Crow City of Angels, a little bit going on. But then again, I think that face paint came out way before the late Brandon Lee played as that character in the Crow, the movie. The figure looks good. I can't complain about it, actually. Let me take the hat off so the world can see the hat. Looks pretty good. His hair looks good as well too. They got it actually put on her pretty right. The jacket is bomb. I don't want to take the jacket off because I don't feel like trying to struggle to put it back on. I don't want his arm to fall off. But I did have a lot of Chris Jericho figures when I had Jack's figures. And I actually got one down there, a WWE figure, where he had short hair. It looks real good. It probably was about... Mattel's been making, I think, the product for probably about, I'm assuming 5 years. If I'm wrong, get me in the comments all the way together. But this figure right here, he's definitely double jointed. And the shirt that he has says... What does this shirt say if I'll show you, gang? What it says? In a circle. In a circle. I haven't watched enough AEW Chris Jericho matches to even can remember what he wears, honestly, because AEW, I'm kind of hit and miss on them. But honestly, the figure does look good. It got Jericho's expression on his face like he's just ready to get somebody together. I ain't gonna say that word, the B word, the beat up word, but I did say it. Look like he's just ready to just powerbomb them, do a sharpshooter, or the walls of Y2J, Jericho. I don't know if he's still using that in AEW, but he looks good. He definitely looks good. I'll give him because I like Chris Jericho, I'll give him a 10 out of 10 for this AEW figure. I still think that WWE figures are way better than this Chris Jericho. And I did pay $21.99 for him at Target. I remember getting him at Target. And, you get sometimes I think you get what you pay for, then you get what you don't pay for. In this sense, I got what I paid for. Alright, gang. Well, please subscribe to my channel, The Boy with the Pampers and Toys. And I will be having more content coming soon. And everyone, have a wonderful, safe afternoon.